Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about something that has made me really mad, and it is the whole thing with Circuit City this week. They have decided that 3,400 of their workers, 9% of their employees, are making too much money, and so they're going to, well, they have actually fired them without notice, and basically, this is the worst plan to save money I've ever seen in my entire life. Circuit City has basically declared to the world that we treat our employees like crap. We don't think they're worth anything, and that they're entirely disposable. And I think that is entirely a flawed, majorly flawed philosophy of business. Why would anyone who works at Circuit City and has survived this want to work hard? Because if they work hard, they're going to get raises because the corporation gives them to them, and then they're going to be doing really good, and they're going to know a lot of stuff, and they're going to be really good at selling products, and then they're going to be fired because they're making too much money. Basically, they're firing anyone who gets too good and who's been with the company too long, and so now, they're worth too much to the company. You gotta fire them. Circuit City has basically just slashed morale, basically to nothing, and has completely disincentivized hard work and productivity in their workforce, and are hiring on people at lower wages that probably, who are certainly not going to know as much about the products, and are certainly not going to be as good at selling products, and probably won't be so motivated to work because they're not making a lot of money. They're not even paid on commission anymore. They got rid of that in 2003 to save money again. That's amazing. I would like to put forth to the world as a counterexample Costco, which treats their employees very, very, very well. Their employees start out at wages that Circuit City fired people for making too much. They start out at the average, or slightly above the average, $11 an hour for the average employee in a Costco store, and they can make as much as $19.50 an hour. And that basically depends on seniority, with raises roughly once every 6 months. After approximately 4.5 years of full-time work, 9,200 hours, they get twice yearly extra checks of $2,000 to $3,500, depending on years of service with the company. So there are many people who work at Circuit City, not at Circuit City, at Costco, who make, $40,000, $45,000 a year because they've been with the company 6 or 7 years. They're guaranteed, full-time employees are guaranteed 38 to 40 hours a week, depending on whether they work on Sunday. If someone does work on Sunday, they're paid time and a half. Part-time employees are guaranteed 24 hours a week. And a minimum of half of every of the employees in a certain location at each store have to be full-time. So I think Circuit City Costco has a really good model. I mean, their CEO only makes 15 times as much as the average employee. That is really, really good, because it means that the CEO isn't some god who's sitting up in an ivory tower and making enormous sums of money off the backs of the employees. That's not what he looks like. He seems like a guy who's actually working, and he's the head of the company, so obviously he's going to make more than the average employee. But I think it's understandable for the CEO to make 15 to 20 times as much, whereas the Circuit City CEO makes 100 times as much as the average employee. Costco has fiercely loyal employees who are quite productive because they pay them well, they give them strong incentives to work hard, and that is the kind of system that America needs. America does not need Circuit City, which says that their best employees should be fired because they're worth too much. So I think that Costco has the right idea, and that Circuit City is completely entirely wrong. And I hope that everyone out there agrees with me. Circuit City made $140 million in profit last year. That is roughly equivalent to what they say they're going to save in 2 years' time, even though their profit last year jumped by, I believe it was like 40% or something. So they would still be making profit in 2 years' time, just not enough. Or they could invest their profit, which is my idea, would be put all of that profit into your employees, give them incentives to work hard, and I guarantee you'll be making more money, and that people will like your store more than Sam's or Walmart, because I know that Costco, treats their employees well, whereas Sam's and Walmart treats their employees like crap. Heck, Costco is just simply cleaner and nicer inside than Sam's or Walmart. And it's not because corporate policy is keep the store clean and nice. That's the policy everywhere. It's that the employees want to work harder and want to make their workplace seem nice because they're being treated well. There are, many people, it's an old saying, a happy employee is a productive, long-term employee. Apparently, Circuit City believes that a unhappy employee is a productive, long-term employee. Obviously, that is entirely false. I'd like to give a couple things that I found on the Circuit City website. These are policies to make Circuit City a great place to work for every associate. I think that these are laughable, quite frankly. Associate respect philosophy. Yeah, that's amazing. Circuit City respects their associates, except that the good ones all get fired. Yes, that's enormous respect for the associates. A harassment-free work environment. Well, I don't know. I think it's harassment when you fire people who work hard and are productive. An open-door policy. I guess there is an open-door policy. They open the door for you on your way out, as they throw you by your pants out the door. Individualized development programs tailored to each associate's career goals. That is astonishing. I guess that means each associate's career goals except making more money. Because if they do that, they'll give them some more money, then we'll fire them. This whole thing is just ridiculous. Circuit City has made a big mistake, and I hope that America will make sure that they realize that they made a big mistake. I would encourage every single person who watches this video not to shop at Circuit City anymore. And to hopefully spread this video around. The facts need to be out there. Okay, Circuit City has fired 9% of their employees because they were worth too much money to the company, and they were paying them too much money, so they fired them, and then they have the audacity to offer them their jobs back at lower wages after a 10-week period when your job may or may not be filled by a lower wage, less quality employee. Wow. That's what corporate America believes is what America values. We need to teach them a lesson. And I hope everyone who watches this will teach Circuit City a lesson. And I hope that Circuit City pays dearly for their complete insensitivity and total lack of compassion, and in fact simply lack of intelligence. Their sheer idiocy should be punished. I thank you for your time, and I hope that this has had the effect I want. Thank you.